guys, and welcome to another exciting episode of
Media Strikes Back.
That's right. Yana, what do we have on our show today?
Today we're going to the Lord Mayor Student Welcome
Vicoola Fashion Runway Extravaganza.
Extravaganza.
Not just your normal runway, it's an extravaganza of gowns and Vicoola right there.
We're also talking to Danny Hackett and
Danny
Tyrone
Hackett
James.
And Tyrone James. So you know what? Let's go straight to
Danny Hackett
and see what he's all
Check
about.
him out.
It's late in the evening, house on the side now. Been sad with you for most of the night. Ignoring everybody here, we wish they would disappear. So maybe we can get down now. I don't wanna know if you're getting ahead of the program. I want you to be my lady, to hold your body close. Take another step into the no man's land.
Alright guys, I'm here with another artist performing tonight. This is original artist Danny. How you going?
Good. How are you, Steph?
I'm pretty well, thank you. How are you feeling about tonight?
I'm pretty pumped, actually. Yeah, pretty pumped. It's going to be a good night, great venue, and hopefully it's just packed out.
I think it will be.
Yeah.
How do you feel in front of big crowds? Do you thrive off it or do you get scared?
I think I'm scared beforehand, but then when I get up there and when that first chord's played, it just sort of I forget about it and just go for it. So, yes.
It's great. So, is there anything that goes through your mind when you're performing, or?
Just trying to remember the lyrics. Even though I wrote the songs, I'm always freaking out I'm going to forget them. So yeah, that's probably my greatest fear is forgetting that next line.
So you said you're performing your own songs tonight?
Yes. Two originals. One is Emptiness, and the other one is Bitter Pill.
And how long ago did you write those songs?
It was only about October last year. So as you were judging me in the fast track heats, and I was doing cover songs, and from there I didn't get through. I went to a battle round, and they said that they just didn't connect with me, and I said, well, what best way to connect with me when writing my own stuff? So. Yeah. I started writing my own stuff, and this is where I've come to. Got a band together now where we're starting. We're just in our infancy of finding that sound, and pretty much where I'm at the moment with these songs, it's going to change with the sound when the band gets involved, and we're really going to change it up. So I really couldn't tell you whether or not it would be sort of soft rock or indie rock or pop.
What do you think you're going to do tonight? You hoping for people to connect with you, hoping for people to jump around? What do you want people to feel or do?
I'll pretty much just feel, I'll make a connection. So whatever way it is, just to connect with the audience. And maybe someone out in the audience has had a similar sort of life experience. So these songs are sort of about my childhood and how I grew up, and it wasn't the best of childhoods. Was in sort of like a pretty volatile sort of family situation where my parents were sort of not getting along, and there was alcohol involved, and so that side of things I pushed it down for a long time, and now I've got it out. It's like now I want to help other people. So if they connect with it and they're sort of been in the same situation, I might help them in some way. So
absolutely, and I think it's not just. There's a lot of people that have been through situations as a childhood that affect them as an adult, and they kind of forget about it. And maybe it's you that's going to remind them, oh, hey, this did happen to me. Maybe I should talk about it. Maybe I should feel it, because a lot of people keep it in and don't do anything with it.
That's it. Well, they don't. I think I've read up a lot on it, and it's males who go through traumatic childhoods don't deal with it until their mid-30s. So I'm sort of 36, so I'm sort of right on the time schedule. But sort of now I just want to do something with music, and I'm very, very motivated, and I've got passion, and wherever it takes me. So with the boys in the band, which our band name's 8 Years in Scotland, So that's the time that I spent in Scotland was 8 years, from when I was 5 until I was 13. And those years changed my life, and that's what I'm writing about. So that's sort of the influence, and I thought it fits pretty good, and I like the sound of it.
Hello, how are you, Joe?
Good, yeah, very good. How are you?
Good. Are you excited about tonight?
Very pumped, very pumped. Always look forward to playing in front of people, so it's what I live for.
Awesome. What about you, Matteo?
Oh, very nice, very nice. I think we'll have a lot of fun tonight.
I think that's the main point of music, is having a great time. Thank you very much for chatting to me, Danny, and best of luck tonight. You're an amazing band and kill it.
No worries. Thanks, Steph.
Thank you.
How good was Danny Hackett?
He's awesome. Why can't I be a little bit musical? You're
Yep.
gifted. You've got it in you. What's the
Nah,
secret?
Look, music is just a hobby right now, but guys like Danny and we're still pushing forward with their music, which is very inspirational for everybody. I'd love to see more of Danny Hackett coming up and getting his EP and things out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. What about you? I know you sing.
I did try,
Yep.
and you of all people would definitely know that, because once upon a time, this is going back years ago, isn't it? We actually went, and in all seriousness, T took me to a karaoke bar, just him and I, and he's like,
Yep.
no inhibitions, just let it
Just
out
let it
and
out.
just go for it. So
How good did it feel though to be able to just sing? Doesn't matter what it is, if you're on the right note or not, just sing it.
I have to say, I do get why singers love it. Like, it's such a liberating feeling just singing out loud.
Yeah.
But then you actually took a video of me on my phone, and when I listened to it, I was in shock, horror. I was like, I do not sound like that.
In your head, you sound like, man, I'm
I
the
thought
best.
I was alright.
I am the best. The best.
Way to destroy someone's confidence.
I was trying to look. In all fairness, it wasn't about singing. It's all about getting your tones higher and lows. That way, when you get excited, we don't have the Yana high pitch voice happening.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Gotta
It's all
try and
happening.
control it. That was lots of
Exactly.
fun, at least.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it was a good time. We should all get all the media strikes back, guys, and we should all do it again.
Media strike
Karaoke session.
karaoke session.
Yep.
Why not?
Anyway, after the break, we're gonna have the Lord Mayor student welcome Vicoola Fashionista runway extravaganza.
We're going to look at Melbourne culture, and it's a
Yep.
celebration of all the
Especially
diversity.
in Melbourne, we get a lot
Yeah.
of international students, especially in the city, studying here, and it's a nice thing that they put this kind of event for them.
Yeah.
Big
Oh,
orange.
so much creativity. We'll be back.
In those golden days, you left me on the hill, and so I dug a hole down there. In those golden days, you left me on the hill, and so I dug a hole down there. I got my
Hey guys, I'm here in the backstage at the Lord Mayor student welcome, Vicoola Fashionista runway extravaganza. Now that's a long title, but right now I'm surrounded with beautiful ladies from the Queen of the Melbourne Summer Latin Festival and the upcoming Miss Latin Australia. Is that right?
Yeah, is that all right?
That's all right. And right now I'm standing right here next to the winner of the Queen of the Latin Melbourne Summer Festival, Miss Alessandra. How are you going?
Good, really good. And you?
Yeah, I'm really good. It's been a while since we spoke to you last time.
Yeah.
Tell us what you've been doing ever since you win.
Oh, well, I've been doing a lot of events. Vicoola, always present and giving me the gowns
Yep.
and everything, helping me a lot. Some photo shoots as well. So it has been really fun.
Yep. And I hear you're doing something later on, which is why you're not doing the Miss Latin Australia.
Yes, I'm a master's student studying biotechnology, and actually my background is engineering.
Okay.
So next semester I'm going to Germany for an internship, and that's it. That's why.
Well, not only beauty but brains as well. And we also have here Preeti who won at the Queen of the Summer Latin Festival. Preeti, how you going?
I'm good, thanks, Tristan. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Tell us about all the clothes you're wearing. Who designed this? Who are you wearing?
Oh, it's the one and only Vicoola Fashionista. She's really styled us from head to toe. These amazing, gorgeous gowns are all designed and produced by her. So, yeah, she's the woman behind all these girls looking pretty and gorgeous today, yeah.
So not only she's a designer, she's also the stylist.
Yeah, she's a fashion stylist. So, yeah,
And also we have all these girls behind me, which you probably can't see. Raise your hands if you're doing the Queen, the Miss Latin Australia. Yep, we have 4 girls here. We have Eva, is that right?
Yes, Eva.
Yep, and we have Vanya.
Vanya, yeah.
Yep, and we have
Vanessa.
Vanessa
And Victoria.
and Victoria. Girls, have you done Eva? Have you done anything like this before?
Never. This is going to be my first time, so I'm pretty nervous, but I'm really pumped for it.
You're really pumped for it? You've never done a pageant before?
Never, no experience whatsoever. So yeah.
How about you other girls? Have you done pageants before? Yeah, you have?
Yeah, I've done a few charity pageants with the Catholic Church in my Spanish community, but this is my second time in doing a fashion show, but first time doing this full-on experience, and I'm loving it.
And Vanessa, tell us, what does it mean to be part of the Miss Latina Australia?
In my personal opinion, it's such amazing experience. Like, it's my first time to doing that, and I have a lot of fun, and it's nice to dress that kind of clothes. It's glamorous, and it's a really nice experience for me.
Awesome. And Vanya, I remember you won this was it an entry to the Miss Latina?
Yeah.
Yep, from the Queen of the Land. Yep.
Yeah, I was the finalist from the other entries. Yeah.
And are you excited? Do you feel like you have some sort of a lead compared to the other girls because you've got the experience and you've been picked already, like to be part of this other competition?
No, I think we all equal. Anyway, if you don't have experience, and if you do have experience, we all equal. We all have the chance to win anyway.
Awesome. And do all you guys speak Spanish? Yes. This one is the pro of the Spanish, I could tell.
Hi, I'm Kathleen.
Kathleen, yes. And Kathleen, do you speak Spanish?
No, I don't.
You're the only one who doesn't speak Spanish?
Nope.
All right, well, tell us, why did you join the Queen of the Melbourne Summer Latin Festival?
I thought it would be a really good opportunity to learn from the ground up about modelling, and I'm really glad that I took the opportunity because I've met so many amazing, beautiful girls and created some new memories with them, so I'm really proud.
Awesome. It's good to hear that everyone's having a good time doing these pageants. And of course, we want to have these pageants without Estella. And how is it working with Estella, ladies?
Sorry?
How is it working with Estella?
Very good.
Yeah? She's pretty onto it?
Yeah.
That's pretty straightforward. Pretty, I know you have a lot to say. What can you say about Estella?
Look, she's amazing at what she does, and she's really wonderful and caring, and she's very motherly as well, but she's really encouraging. I'm not Spanish or from a Mexican background, but I feel so welcome and loved every time I meet her, which is amazing, and she's doing an amazing job with the event. So I wish her all the very best with the Miss Latin America contest that's coming up in June.
So hanging out with all these Latinas, have you learned any Spanish, like, chica bonitas or?
Oh, just a few words here and there, but I definitely have learned how to dance. They're really all fabulous, and I have to say, I just miss saying about Vicoola, who is also another mother, an amazing person, an amazing stylist. So yeah, look, she did a great job in making us look so fabulous. So
I can imagine if she's gonna make you look fabulous in 1 minute, ripping your other dress to put on another dress on.
Oh, she's really good with that. Yes. In no seconds, we've got the next one on.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for talking to us and coming to the show again. And I just want to say muchas gracias, señoritas, and we'll see you guys next time.
Thank you.
Awesome. Yana, Lord Mayor, student welcome, Vicoola Fashionista, runway.
Extravaganza.
Wow, that is a long title.
And it's on every year, isn't it?
Exactly. It's annually, once a year.
Yeah.
They do this event. And like those gowns, wow. Big gowns.
Yes.
Have you ever walked on a runway with a really full on gown that you almost need wires to hold it up in?
I have, and I'll give all the models out there a word of advice. The way you do it is you're literally supposed to kick as you walk. So you're literally like kicking the dress so you don't trip over it.
That's not a bad idea because tripping over is the worst. I'd rather kick the dress than trip over.
But you know the real secret? The real secret is confidence.
Okay.
So even if you do trip over,
just work it.
Just work it.
Own the fall.
Pretend it was part of the whole thing.
Have you ever been tripped up, like walking the runway, or just even like hobbled down?
I probably saved myself pretty well.
Yep.
But yeah, I remember once I was holding a flag. It was Australia Day and I did a
Okay.
fashion show and I was holding a flag and I dropped it and I was like, huh, and I laughed at myself and kept walking. So you just got to go with it,
Yep.
own it, like you said.
And how was it for you, especially if you, for someone who's done a lot of runways? How was it when you the first time you had to walk down a runway on a designer clothes, like a proper runway?
Oh, I'll never forget it. You never forget your first time, do you?
Yep. No.
Talking about fashion here. So
Wow.
the way the feeling was actually really. Now I've lost. What was
Yeah.
the question? Lost
First
my train
time
of
fashion
thought.
runway, how was it? How did you feel?
I was so nervous. But you know, if you've got several looks that you're going to be walking in that particular fashion show,
Yep.
the first one, it's almost like, you know, once you're off the mark, once you've done the first, you're already familiar with what you're going to expect. So, you know, like the audience and the dimension, everything. Because during the practice, it's not the real thing.
Yeah,
so you don't
of
take
course.
it that seriously. And then, yeah, so it was just, wow, it was amazing. I love it.
I mean, like, you know, when you watch a runway fashion show and it's really, really short, like you feel like, man, that was quick. But I bet you for you, it was like the Matrix. As soon as you took that first step, everything slowed down, and
That's right.
that runway felt like like it doesn't end.
Oh, that's right. But it's incredible, you know, how much preparation and work and effort
Yep.
goes into it. Like, look at the behind the scenes team, like all the hair and hairstylists, makeup artists, and not to mention the designers
Yep.
that sit there endlessly, nights and nights on end without
Yep.
sleep and food and
Yeah.
just, you know, to make this work. And then you got like, you know, 1 minute
Exactly.
per walk, but it's a good
So,
minute.
You know, exactly. So massive thank you to Stella and Vicoola for inviting us to capture this moment at the Lord Mayor. And man, awesome job, massive job,
Great
and
job.
you guys did well. Anyway, after the break,
We talked to Tyrone James.
yep, cool. We'll come back right after the break.
In those golden days, you left me on the hill, and so I dug a hole down there. In those golden days, you left me on the hill, and so I dug a hole down there. I got my
Hey guys, and welcome to Media Strikes Back. For those who's joining us, we're about to talk about
Tyrone James.
Tyrone James.
Yeah, really awesome guys. So they have this women's wear range that
Yep.
they've launched recently, and it's just fantastic. They've got
Okay.
all sorts of shapes and colours and patterns and prints, and yeah, really cool label.
And I know you can appreciate having your own designer and label brand, because you have your own designer and label brand for sportswear as well.
Oh my goodness, I do too.
Have
so
you forgot about it?
No.
Of course not.
I get shy because
You get
I don't
shy?
know. You just work so hard at it,
I
and you
know.
know the pressure's always on. But you know, it's these guys like Tyrone James that inspire me because you know I know what's involved. I know all the hours and all the time and the money, and you know to get the ball rolling. And
Well,
yeah,
Let's have a look and see what they have to say. And we'll come back and talk about the whole process.
hi guys and girls. I'm here with Tyrone from Tyrone James. How are you? You got the giggles today.
Yeah, definitely. I'm good. I'm good. Yourself?
I'm good. I'm great. I'm so pumped. I see your gorgeous collections. There's so many colors, there's so many prints and patterns. And I think the first thing that I'd like to know, you have actual experience making something from toilet paper.
Yep, that's right.
I don't even know what else to say about it. Just how did that happen?
So during our studies, we were offered to work on a competition for Kleenex Cotton Now. So it was a paper dresses campaign that ran for a month. We were given a brief, and you had to make a cocktail dress that was wearable.
Like
out of
real toilet paper?
Yep, real toilet paper.
Not like...
Not sheets. We had to roll out toilet paper, make it into material, design, work it into the design, and then make sure it didn't look like a shredded hot mess at the end of 4 weeks.
But like, what about stitching that stuff? And what about like, I mean, it's paper end of the day. Like, what about ironing? Like, did people's workstations get caught on fire? Or?
There were a few rolls of toilet paper that didn't make it. There were a few
Didn't make the cut.
Quite a lot of tears that got soaked up by the toilet paper, so it was quite handy.
All in all, did you come up with a dress?
Yeah, definitely did. Really big learning experience. You learn how not to overwork the material, because if you do, it doesn't look like it should.
Because it's fragile. And I guess that's a great way to learn about fabrics in a way as well that you probably didn't even expect to.
No, if I thought I was going to be making a dress out of toilet paper and
Make the parents proud. This is what all this study led to now.
and putting my name to that, yeah, I probably would have had another thought. Not what I would have imagined. Especially it was the 4th month into that year of study, so it was right at the beginning.
And that was in New Zealand?
Yep, at New Zealand, at the New Zealand Fashion Tech.
When you're working with someone, it's quite interesting because obviously you're the creative brain.
The crazy one, yeah.
The crazy creative one that comes up with all the designs. And Michael's like the business brain to it. And I think that it's so great that you've got both of those elements there, because sometimes you can get really caught up with one aspect, like the business side of the business, and then you lose sight of, the creative part, and vice versa. So what's it like working together? Like, you obviously, you have difference of personalities and opinions. Does it get quite heated?
We won't talk about the material choices of the collection before. That was a very heated day. No, it's not heated as much as it challenges. We challenge each other in the thoughts and decisions that we make. So not every idea that the individual may have will work, because we'll turn around and say, well, that doesn't fit what we're doing. Or is that colour really the one we wanted to go with? Is that cut and style the one we want? With business opportunities, is that opportunity the way we want to take the brand? So it gives another train of thought for two people trying to make something, to achieve something, but we've got two different mindsets to be able to pull from. It's
so great just to bounce ideas with someone that is as passionate about the business as you. Final thing, final word of advice for my friends out there that are going to have a kitchen tea, going to do the toilet paper bride. Give us some pointers. I mean, you did this for a month. You've got the fashion background. You got all the technical skills. What's some advice?
Advice for toilet paper dressing at your hen's party: make sure you use the 3-ply, and you're wanting a nice weave through it, and drape it so that it's not too tight and too fitting. You want the softness, but you also want the strength.
That's some fabulous tips there. Hen's night, kitchen teas, whatever's your fancy. Thank you for your time today. We're going to follow you. We're going to see what else is going to happen with Tyrone James and check out some of these creations.
Jans, what can you say?
Designers are absolutely miraculous. They're just so creative. They just colour our world, and we're just really lucky to have them.
Yeah, we're lucky to have them. I mean, I know you appreciate it. I don't know, like I think it's a lot of work to be creative and trying to come up with ranges all the time, and it's definitely something unique and something different.
Yes, it's not easy. So yeah, I've been working on my sportswear collection for the past 2 years. 2 years ago, yeah, I just looked up recently the first time I actually sent my friends a survey.
Yep.
And just to gather their thoughts about what they thought about pockets and prints and colours and everything. And that was 2 years ago. And I'm almost at the launch now of Ludo Activewear. And yeah, it's been a long journey, and it's lots of fun though. It's always rewarding.
Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed another episode of Media Strikes Back. Thank you to all our guests, and we'll put all the links on our Facebook page, so follow us there.
Have a great week, and we'll see you next week, Mondays at 10.
Awesome. See ya.
See ya.